love Beyonce.
And you was like, first it was all, let's have camaraderie as women.
If somebody says, I love you, but I hate you, that's not homage.
I just feel like it's kind of, it's hard to swallow. Just very hard to swallow.
Did Beyoncé's rise to superstardom come with a price nobody wants to talk about? Was her relationship with Jay-Z more strategy than love? And what shocking secrets is Keyshia Cole finally spilling after all these years? Buckle up, because what started as music drama just spiraled into one of the most jaw-dropping allegations in entertainment history. From secret industry deals to betrayal behind closed doors, this one's messy, explosive, and far from over. The Bow Down controversy. When Beyoncé released the track, Bow Down, it was like a lightning bolt hit the music industry. Known for promoting messages of strength, unity, and female empowerment, Beyoncé suddenly flipped the tone. Instead of uniting women, she told them to kneel before her success. The lyrics felt more like a challenge than encouragement, and for someone with a massive influence over millions of fans, it caught a lot of people off guard. Keyshia Cole was one of the first artists to publicly react. She didn't mince words. For her, the track didn't just sound aggressive, it felt personal. It didn't align with the Beyoncé she thought she knew, the one who supported other women and stood for rising together. Keyshia said the track made her feel disappointed, especially since Beyoncé had always seemed kind and gracious in person. This shift in tone was confusing, not just for fellow artists, but for fans as well. Many of Beyoncé's supporters felt a sense of betrayal. On one hand, she had been encouraging girls to run the world. On the other, she was now using language that seemed to push them down. Some of her longtime followers even questioned if this new attitude was her own, or if she was being influenced by others behind the scenes. Old beefs and industry tensions. The tension between Beyoncé and other women in the music industry didn't start with Bow Down, but it definitely ignited something deeper. Keyshia Cole had been vocal before, but this track struck a nerve. She felt the message was divisive, and she wasn't the only one. The R&B scene started buzzing with whispers and reactions, especially from those who had already felt overshadowed or dismissed. Many interpreted Bow Down as more than just a flex. They saw it as a direct message to other top women in music, including Rihanna. While Beyoncé never called anyone out by name, listeners quickly began to connect the dots. Rihanna's reaction was sharp and strategic. Instead of engaging directly, she let her social media do the talking, posting articles celebrating her own achievements with captions that seemed designed to send a message without saying a word. The industry was watching. Fans were analyzing every post, every tweet, every lyric. Brandy quietly backed Keyshia, suggesting that this wasn't just about one song, it was about a growing pattern. The narrative around Beyoncé began to shift. Some artists were now speaking out, saying that the woman who claimed to stand for women's strength was actually dominating the space in a way that pushed others out. This wasn't just music drama, it was a cultural moment, the turning point where artists started questioning not only the message, but also the motives. And for many, it raised a bigger question. Was the image of unity just a marketing tool, or was it truly who Beyoncé was behind the scenes? The business behind the relationship. Keyshia Cole didn't just question Beyoncé's music. She raised serious doubts about how her career took off. According to her, Beyoncé's rise wasn't purely talent and timing. It may have involved behind-the-scenes help from her father, Matthew Knowles. Keyshia implied that he wasn't just managing deals. He may have used powerful connections to open doors that most young artists couldn't access. But what really stirred controversy was Keyshia's claim about the start of Beyoncé and Jay-Z's relationship. At the time, Beyoncé was barely 18, and Jay-Z was nearly 30. Keyshia suggested that their relationship may have started as more of a strategic move than a genuine romance. From her view, it looked like a business partnership designed to elevate Beyoncé to another level of fame. The suggestion was clear. Beyoncé's relationship with Jay-Z might have been part of a broader plan to fast-track her rise, and not just a love story the public was sold. Jay-Z's role and industry whispers. Once Jay-Z entered the picture, Keyshia claimed he didn't just support Beyoncé, he allegedly took control of her path. Rumors suggest he introduced her to major figures in the music world, not just for opportunities, but for behind-the-scenes connections that blurred professional lines. One of those rumored names was Diddy. Rapper DaBaby once said he met Beyoncé and Jay-Z at Diddy's house, raising questions about what those private meetings were really about. The timeline raised eyebrows too. Beyoncé's solo career exploded shortly after she got with Jay-Z. More media, bigger deals, and stronger label backing. Meanwhile, her Destiny's Child bandmates faded into the background. Critics began wondering if someone flipped a switch for her success, and if Jay-Z was the one who had access to that switch. Control, image, and addiction claims. Keyshia's allegations didn't stop with career moves. She also hinted at deeper control behind the scenes. She suggested Jay-Z may have had more influence over Beyoncé's image and decisions than most fans realized. Whispers from insiders, including a former bodyguard known as Uncle Ron, added to the speculation, claiming that Jay maintained tight control over Beyoncé's lifestyle and choices. Some even suggested that this control went as far as manipulating her habits to keep her focused and compliant during critical moments in her career. Whether these claims are accurate or not, they paint a concerning picture of an artist who may not have had full freedom over her own journey. Keyshia pointed to the timeline, highlighting how Beyoncé's life changed dramatically after Jay-Z entered it. From that point on, everything, her image, brand, and even public statements seemed closely tied to him. The identity issue and industry lock-in.
The reason I put out Bow Down is because I woke up, I went into the studio, I had a chant in my head that was angry. It was the Beyoncé that felt the need to defend herself. And if this song never comes out, okay, I said it.
One of the most powerful points Keyshia raised was about identity. She questioned whether Beyoncé ever got the chance to grow independently. From a young age, Beyoncé was immersed in rehearsals, tours, and fame. Her only known high school relationship ended quickly, and then Jay-Z became the center of her personal and professional life. Critics have argued that Beyoncé's entire empire was built with Jay-Z at the core, making it hard for her to walk away even when their relationship faced challenges. After he was caught in scandals, she stayed, possibly because everything around her was built with him. The suggestion was clear. Beyoncé's success may have come at the cost of her freedom, and now, after years of silence, more voices are starting to question whether she ever truly had control of her own narrative. The $500 million escape plan. Just when fans thought they'd heard it all, a new rumor exploded online, one that claimed Beyoncé was secretly planning her exit from the spotlight. According to a blind item, she's preparing a $500 million escape plan to walk away from music, fame, and everything that comes with it. But there's a problem.
I feel like she never got to experience life with the different types of people. I feel like the only way she expresses herself is through her music. Like I don't know them, obviously.
Sources say she's not being allowed to leave. Insiders claim her team, including longtime handlers, are doing everything they can to keep her working. Why? Because she's the centerpiece of a massive machine. Beyoncé isn't just an artist, she's a brand, a business, and for many behind the curtain, the main source of income. That award show clip where her security rushed after her, some now believe it wasn't just a dramatic moment, it may have been real. People close to her say she's tried to leave before, and her team fears she'll do it again. Mental health and breaking point. Behind the perfection we see on stage, insiders claim Beyoncé has been struggling privately. She's reportedly battled with low moods and exhaustion for years, made worse by constant pressure and the expectations placed on her. What's even more alarming is that people around her say she's reached a breaking point. The constant touring, branding, and control from both family and the industry have reportedly taken a serious toll. Some say she's ready to walk away, not just from music, but from everything. And while those close to her insist they're protecting her, others believe they're protecting the empire. The woman the world sees as unstoppable might actually be looking for a way out, quietly and carefully. Keyshia's final shots and industry backup. Keyshia Cole didn't just vent once and move on, she kept pushing. On social media, she made it clear that she was frustrated not only with Beyoncé's messaging, but with what she saw as a double standard. One moment, Beyoncé was promoting unity among women, and the next, she was putting herself above everyone else. Keyshia's tweets were blunt. She questioned the sudden shift in tone and called out what she felt was selective empowerment. She wasn't alone either. Brandy chimed in, backing Keyshia, and adding that Beyoncé's behavior made her look distant and dismissive. It became clear this wasn't just one artist speaking out. It was a chorus of voices in the industry expressing frustration. Whether it was about music, influence, or how certain artists were being treated, Keyshia and her peers made sure their voices were heard. The internet reacts, and what's next? As the drama spread, fans online jumped into the conversation with strong opinions. Some sided with Beyoncé, saying she's earned everything through talent and hard work. Others sided with Keyshia, arguing that Beyoncé's rise may have come with help no one talked about. One commenter said they preferred Keyshia's vocals and raw emotion over polished fame. Another admitted they had no idea Keyshia had been sidelined, assuming she simply stepped away from the spotlight. Now the big questions remain. Did Beyoncé really use behind-the-scenes support to build her empire? Was Jay-Z part of something more strategic than romantic? And if Beyoncé is truly ready to leave it all behind, will the people around her let her go? This story isn't just about music, it's about power, control, and the price of fame. From Keyshia Cole's bold statements to the swirling rumors about Beyoncé's early career and personal struggles, the internet is buzzing with questions that may never get full answers. But one thing's clear, fans are paying close attention. What do you think? Did Beyoncé really rise with quiet help from people behind the scenes? Was her relationship with Jay-Z purely strategic? And is she finally trying to break free from it all? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't hold back. Let's talk about it. And if you made it this far, you know what to do. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell so you never miss what's coming next. We've got more twists, more receipts, and more stories that'll leave you stunned. Click the next video popping up, because this drama, it's only getting started.